Spell token, ticker code SPELL, is the next cryptocurrency I'll be reviewing today. I love the name of this coin. It obviously gives me Harry Potter vibes. So I thought I'd actually look into it just purely based on the name alone. So as usual, we'll go through the fundamentals, just the basics to wrap our head around what Spell token is. And then we'll cover the technical analysis side of it, which is comparing it to its USD value, its Ethereum value, and Bitcoin value, just seeing the relative strength compared to. For those new viewers watching, I'm the Crypto Diet. I'm currently doing my master's in economics at Monash University. I'm also working here in Australia in the banking and finance industry. And it is my goal with this YouTube channel to do every video I do honestly and give an honest take, unbiased, and not pumping every coin to the moon, saying millionaires by the end of the month. If that sounds great to you, follow me on my journey and subscribe onto the channel, hit the notification bell, and give this video a like if you found it helpful. But without further ado, let's cover what Spell token is. So what is Spell token? Well, Spell token is actually done by Abracadabra Money, which is a leading platform that uses interest-bearing tokens, otherwise known as IBTKNs, as collateral to borrow USD-pegged stablecoin Magic Internet Money, otherwise known as MIM. It can be used as any other traditional stablecoin. Currently, a lot of assets such as Y vaults have locked up in capital that can't be used for further use. Abracadabra offers an opportunity to use it. So it's basically a lending protocol, which means you can use interest tokens as a form of collateral to get magic money from it, or magic internet money for it, and actually use it. Abracadabra has three main tokens: Spell, which is the protocol's token, which is used for incentivization. It also has S-Spell, so that's two S's, PELL, obtained by staking Spell tokens and used for fee sharing and governance. And of course, we have the Magic Internet Money, which is a US pegged stablecoin. And you can actually see here Magic Internet Money is currently ranked 2,833 according to CoinMarketCap there. So it is actually another coin that you can invest in. And like I said, it's actually a US pegged stablecoin. 63% of Spell tokens, or 132 billion Spell, go for global farming incentives. 30% of Spell, or 63 billion Spell, for the team allocating a 4-year vesting schedule, and 7% of Spell, or 14.7 billion Spell, is initial DEX offering. And as usual, I compare all of my coins to Ethereum using Coin Codex, so you'll see this in every single one of my videos. It is a step that I do with all of my cryptos, so I basically filter all these against its Ethereum value, so these are all picked to Ethereum, and you can see some cryptos are bleeding against Ethereum, and some other cryptos are outperforming Ethereum. So we'll have a look at Spell token. So according to Coin Codex, it's ranked 118. 1 year, it's outperformed Ethereum by almost 200%, which is quite good. Year to date, so that's basically going from the 1st of January 2022 up until now, which is the 1st of February 2022. So it's down compared to Ethereum by 54%. And 6 months, it's outperformed Ethereum by a whopping 1,657%. 3 months, underperformed Ethereum 56%. 1 month, underperformed to Ethereum 54%. 7 days, underperformed Ethereum by 17%. 24 hours, it's outperformed Ethereum by 0.55%. So a little bit of interesting stuff happening here. You can see that, I mean, obviously this number, everyone would like to get these returns, and we'll have a chart to see what that looked like. But you can see that on the higher timeframes, Ethereum's actually performing quite well against Spell token. So you're really looking for the 1 year mark, the 6 months, and the 3 months, just to wrap an idea of how it's performing against Ethereum. So the good news is it's outperformed Ethereum by the 6 months and the 1 year mark, but considering Spell token is 118 on market cap, you would expect it to outperform Ethereum because it doesn't need much to outperform Ethereum. But one of the things that you're looking for is you want a crypto to be outperforming Ethereum constantly. If you start having a coin or token that's outperforming Ethereum in short time frames, you really have to nail your timing very well and actually put your sell order through so that you can lock in those profits. But most people will hold coins. They need more opportunities or a few opportunities to hit the sell order. And that's why I like to have a lot of green, because it basically makes it easier to sell your coin, because you'll do very well against Ethereum. But for now, Spell token, good against the 1 year market, good against the 6 months against Ethereum, which I like, but pretty much every other area losing compared to Ethereum, which I don't like. But let's have a look at the charts and see what's happening. The first thing I want to show is just this very basic chart from CoinMarketCap, because according to CoinMarketCap, going to all here, they've got records going from about August 18th, we'll say that was the start date, up until now, which is, like I said, which is the 1st of February 2022. Now, this is just very basic TA. Anyone can do this. You just go on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and have a look at it. So we'll have a look at Spell token, and we can see that the good news is that we're not breaking down to the lows that we had in the initial offering in August. The good news is that when we start to really go, you could really see Spell token was actually being used quite heavily. November is when most alts for the second half of the bull run really started roaring. In this case, it was early November for Spell token. got hit pretty hard, of course. December 4th, we all know that that was the dump off when most cryptos got hit. I see that in pretty much all of my charts. December 4th got hit. Good cryptos were able to recover. So Spell Token was able to recover, put in some nice higher highs going into December. Everyone knows we probably got that sort of Christmas Santa rally where cryptos were actually looking quite good. And then in January, we've sort of been down and going down since then. But the last week or two, we've actually been doing pretty well. Cryptos have started to rebound a little bit. We're not out of the woods yet. Still very much still in a little bit of uncertainty. But the good news I'm trying to say is that we're not hitting the all-time lows that there. We're still finding support on the December 4th low that we put in. So I'm just showing you this chart just as an initial way to help you guys who maybe find TradingView a little bit complex with its toolkit and whatnot. You can just have a look here. You basically just don't want to see your cryptos breaking down too much. You want to see the smart money holding onto those coins. And that's a really good thing to do during this time in the market. So here we go. We have Spell Token versus the USD value. The latest data I was able to find on a daily was the 15th of October from OKEX exchange. This has had the most data. It still doesn't have much, again, only going back to October. I would like to see a bit more of it, but we'll do what we can. Just keep that in mind. So 50% mark right there coming at around 2 cents. So that would be the 50% mark. Clean cut right through it. Not very good. You don't really want to see this stuff when you start seeing a clean cut right on the 50% mark. So you can see we've tried to find support on it on the 5th of January, 6th of January, clean cut right underneath it. Not a good look. And we tried to find support on our Fib extension 50% tool. You can see why I like my 50% so much. Big shout out to Michael Pizzino and Jason Pizzino for their awesome videos. The 50% mark is just so useful because you can see a lot of activity happening around 50% marks if you know how to use the tool correctly. So failed against our 50%, dropped down below, tried to find support on the 618 mark, which we didn't. Drop below, and now we're finding support on the 0.786 mark, and that is the low that we put in on the 4th of December, and that's what I was referring to earlier. So at least we're finding some support on some old bottoms, which I quite like to see, and that's basically what we're looking at the moment. Good news is we're on the way up. We're not having this roaring push like we have with some other cryptos, but we're 30% up in just a matter of days. And this is one of the things that's really nice about buying a low cap coin is 30% you can get it in a few days. So we've got a really nice, good day coming in on the 20th of January. Good volume coming in there relative to the average volume. But look at those sell-offs, really bad sell-offs. But maybe we'll start actually making some headway. You can see this bar looks quite nice here. Bit of a sell-off, good close, strong high on the bar, and a bit of a sideways day coming in on the 1st of February as I'm recording this actually. So this is what I mean. There's nothing wrong with waiting for that confirmation to see what happens. You don't have to get Spell Token at the absolute bottom, but for now, anything can happen. It is looking like we might have just bottomed out and started to go up a bit more. So let's do some price predictions for Spell Token. So here we go. 17 the RSI gets us 2 cents worth of a Spell Token. So that would take us to 173% increase from where it currently is. This is the beauty of crypto is that you can get this. And we actually did hit 17 the RSI on the 2nd of November. So it is possible for Spell Token to hit these numbers again. Let's have a look at what 80 on the RSI would get us. An 80 on the RSI gets Spell Token to 4 cents, which is a 444.63% increase from where it currently is. And I haven't even put it on 90 on the RSI. So let's have a look at what a blow off top 90 on the RSI would look like with Spell Token. And 90 on the RSI would take Spell Token to 8 cents, which is almost a 1000% increase from where it currently is. So some juicy numbers right there. I think everyone would love to get those returns. And it is theoretically possible for Spell Token to do it. The chart doesn't look the best at the moment against this USD value and against this Ethereum value. So obviously we all want these kind of returns, like I said, but this would be a small bag, not financial advice, but this is something you'd put a little bit in there just to see what happens. Because it is possible, considering this is a stable backed coin and people love leverage and things like that, for it to actually hit on 80 on the RSI or 90 on the RSI and get you those juicy returns. Just remember to make sure to take your profits. But we're not done yet. Let's have a look at what Spell Token against its BTC value looks like on a chart. So this is Spell Token against Bitcoin. Very similar. Put in the low, which you don't really want to see, on the 27th of January. Coming up finally, and we're on our way up a little bit at the moment. Finding support once again on the 0.786 mark, which I like to see. 50%, you can see a lot of activity happening here, and you do want to see your cryptos coming above the 50% mark against its Bitcoin or Ethereum value. Didn't do it in this case here, but what I like about this chart is actually the volume. Some good volume coming in on 3 consecutive days. 4th day, volume's dying up a little bit, so I do expect it to maybe go sideways a little bit before we start making some good headway if we continue tracking up. All cryptocurrencies generally move together. The really good ones, they do their own thing. So that's what you're really looking for during this quiet time in the market. But nonetheless, a lot of cryptos are moving, and Spelt token is one of them that are moving, and it's moving quite well at the moment against its BTC value, but not in the long term. So I've only got data going back from the 24th of December, which is just over a month away. Generally, I like to see more data so I can actually compare it. But at the moment, we're just putting the low, so it still has a long way to go in before it starts outperforming Bitcoin. So what I want to see is I want to see it start breaking through and going to its 50% mark. So that would take it to here, which is 0.000026 over Bitcoin or Satoshi in this case. And then we can start making our way against the 50% mark against its BTC value. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, crypto is going sideways at the moment. We've actually had some good days, particularly the last 2-3 days. But just be wary because any moment now that we can get the dump depending on whatever news happens. Anything can happen in crypto, as I always say. That's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped. If it did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. And until then, I will see you on the next video. The next video I'll be recovering for tomorrow will actually be my review on HBAR. That one is the one that I really want to cover as well. So until then, I will see you in the next video.